Every year since 2015, Deutsche Welle has awarded a Freedom of Speech Award to a person or an initiative that has made an outstanding contribution to promoting press freedom and human rights. This year's winner is Tamar Kintsurashvili, a journalist from Georgia who runs an NGO called Media Development Foundation. It's in the capital, Tblisi. It advocates for human rights and freedoms. Now, there she devotes her time to running workshops on recognizing fake news and combating hate speech. But her work has become increasingly difficult and dangerous as Georgia adopts new authoritarian media laws. Here's a closer look at this year's Freedom of Speech winner and her work.
For more than a decade, Tamar Kintsurashvili has been teaching how to distinguish facts from lies. But her work and her convictions could soon land her in jail. In Georgia, foundations like hers that receive funding from abroad are by law required to register as foreign agents or face financial penalties. Those penalties will soon be replaced with prison time. Tamar refuses to abide.
The goal of this legislation is to undermine trust in our actions. You need to have credible information in order to make right choices. This is how democracy works, and information is power, and powerful institutions, governments, autocrats, some business interests are trying to manipulate public opinion.
The so-called foreign agents law has triggered mass protests, as did an announcement by the Moscow-leaning government party that it would put the country's EU accession on hold. Additional legislation that restricts the media and political activism is in the making and could enrage tempers further. Tamar has seen volatile times in her country before. Born in 1970, she worked as a journalist after the fall of the Soviet Union, but never has she felt under pressure like now. She says masked men have repeatedly defaced her group's officers, labelling her and her colleagues as pseudo-liberal fascists.
And we were receiving offensive calls, including during midnight. They were swearing at me. They reached my family members, my husband, my daughter. On a daily basis, you learn that government tries to invent something new to stop you.
International support is now more important than ever, she argued. Kintsurashvili has recently taken part in a 6-month scholarship program in France that allowed her to connect with human rights activists from around the world.
We are working on media freedoms, disinformation and hate speech. Right now we have existential threat to survive in the framework of new foreign agent law.
She's planning to return to Georgia afterwards and says DW's Freedom of Speech Award has boosted her morale.
It gives you a feeling that you are not left alone against this oppressive government, and this is a message that we're doing important work for our country and for better and democratic Georgia.
Together with other activists, Tamar has launched an appeal against the foreign agents law at the European Court of Human Rights, determined as ever to stand her ground against an increasingly repressive government.